being at home, did you expect to pick up more points than you did?
Yeah, you always hope to pick up. You want to pick up points and make your home ground a fortress. We've been quite close, obviously, against Macclesfield. It's disappointing not to take all 3 points when you get yourself into a winning position from going behind. That's disappointing. And again, with respect to Wilkin, they've come here and once they got ahead, they've done very well. Sometimes, you can get these knockbacks, and it's how you deal with them and how you respond to them. But possibly yes. Gateshead we know are going to be a strong side and up and around it. Wilkin unbeaten. Gateshead a strong side who got in the playoffs last year. So we've played a couple of the probably what I would think would be more of the stronger sides there. Obviously Nuneaton is a good result for us, and Macclesfield's a little bit indifferent. But I suppose overall, I would have liked more points at home. But it's important that we bounce back tomorrow and get a result at Forest Green.
You're still in a decent position in the league, though. Are you happy with that?
As a manager, you always want that little bit more, and I'd be no different. I always want to keep us moving on. And as I say, a defeat to Woking at home is not great. With the greatest respect to them, and obviously a draw against Macclesfield, who again are unbeaten. Again, is not fantastic, but I think we need to understand and probably take a little bit of stock of the whole situation, the amount of change arounds we've had, and what we're trying to do here. And it's not a quick fix situation. We haven't got an unlimited budget where we can go and pull in whoever we want to kind of remedy that situation just through finances. We have to work at things, and we have to get players on board that we can work with and develop, and hopefully over a period of time we'll get to a more consistent feeling.
What things are you going to work on in the future?
I just think it's our understanding of games, our game management. Clearly, defensively we're giving away too many opportunities at the moment. We're allowing too many crosses into the box. I think that's an area that needs to be identified, and people need to understand. I think they understand their roles, but obviously carrying it out and doing the job better that's what needs to happen. And people need to be understanding of that. Again, keeping clean sheets is important to the side. I think we generally look like we can score goals in games, and it is about keeping those clean sheets and goals to a minimum that will help us to move forward.
September's going to be a tough month. You've got a number of away games.
Yeah, well, I mean, you'd say it would be tough. When you sit here and now, I think we have 2 away games and 2 victories. So we've proved on the road that we can go and do the job, and it's important, as I say, we go to Forest Green tomorrow in the right heart and spirit. To make sure again that I know on a day if we play to our capabilities, there's no reason we can't go there and get a result.
Forest Green haven't lost a game so far, so it's going to be a tough test for the players, do you think?
They're all tough tests at this level. Like I say, Forest Green's been well documented that they've got a good budget and money to spend, and they can attract high-profile players, and fair play to them. They probably, by their own admission, will say that they probably underachieve for the money that they're spending there. But again, I want to worry about what we do at Wrexham, and making sure that again we're trying to put the disappointment of the Woking game behind us by going to get a result at Forest Green tomorrow. And there's no reason, as I say, that we can't on a day. I know how capable we can be. I think we've proved that in periods. We just need to prove it in longer periods.
How big a boost is it to have last season's top scorer Johnny Hunt back?
Well, hopefully, if he comes in and scores the goals he did last year, it'll be a real boost. But again, Johnny's been a little bit frustrated with his opportunities at Cambridge. He's a capable player on his day. He understands, and the fit of Wrexham is good for him. It's more local to where he's living, and I think hopefully if he can get his personal life settled and sorted, he can come here and play football. They know the way that we know Johnny can play football, and if he has the same effect as he did last year, then clearly it's going to be a major bonus to us.
Have you worked in your defence this week?
Yeah, we've had a look at it, and we've identified areas that we need to do better. And a lot of the mistakes that we've made have been kind of individual errors, and it is about people taking responsibility and doing the job that is asked of them. You do it. You take care of your corner and what's expected of you. The knock-on effect that the guy next to you does, and the guy next to him does, and all of a sudden you're putting yourself in a position where you need to be. And it is. I think a lot of the goals we've given away have been down to individual errors and individual lacks of concentration, and it's making sure that you eradicate those to help yourself move on. I think collectively everybody's putting an effort in, and there's a willingness to work for one another. Good spirit about the camp at the moment, and like I say, we need to turn it into a few more goals, clean sheets, and then obviously victories.
Any injury news?
Dean will still be out as it stands. I think he's getting somewhere near, I hope. Said that a few times. Jay Harris, should be available to us. He's done large part of the session there today, and I think it's a case with Jay's injury of managing what it is. I think there's always going to be an element of pain for the next little period, but I think he can play through that. So it is a case of managing Jay's injury and getting him out there as often as we can. But outside of that, I think we should be good to go.
That's all.